Hi there, my name is Joel. I work at the Boston Children's Museum, and I'm going to show you how to ferment vegetables in your own kitchen. First thing we're going to do though is wash our hands, because it's really important to wash your hands. Come on. A little soap and hot water. You gotta wash your hands, and you gotta wash all of the vegetables that you're going to use to make your jar of fermented vegetables. Let's get started. It's really easy, but you're gonna need help from a grown-up in your house because we're gonna have to chop and we're gonna have to measure. So let's start with measuring over here. The first thing we wanna do, I'm gonna make this water hot. First thing we wanna do is make a salty brine. So a salty brine is gonna be water and salt. And it's really important that you have the right amount of salt. And I think the right amount of salt is 3 tablespoons. And we're gonna mix 3 tablespoons of salt with 4 cups of water. All right, you ready? Here we go. I'm gonna measure out some tablespoons. Oops. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. So the salt, I like to use this salt that's called sea salt, but you can use any kind of salt you want. I also use kosher salt. I use whatever kind of salt I have, but I like to use this stuff. Okay, now what you want to do, we'll take some hot water, and I'm going to carefully pour 4 cups of hot water in this cup. So let's watch the numbers over here. Here it goes. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3 cups. And perfect. We have 4 cups of hot water, 3 tablespoons of salt, and now we're gonna mix it all up until the salt dissolves, just like that. And now, here's what I do. I like to make this at least a day before I'm gonna make my vegetables. And I leave it in a big bowl like this, overnight, uncovered, and then the next day, I'll have some nice salty water that's all ready to go. So we'll let that sit overnight, and we're gonna use this one. Let's make a cauliflower today. All right, so what you wanna do is chop everything up into like nice bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna get rid of these leaves off of my cauliflower because we don't need those leaves. And then we'll chop it up. And I'm gonna take the core out. I don't think we need the core either. Okay. This cauliflower is looking pretty good. Now, you know what we might want to do with the core and these leaves? Come over here. I have an idea who might like these. Shh. Maybe she's not hungry. Here, Benny. Or we'll leave those leaves for her. She looks a little shy right now, but I bet she'll eat them. Okay, let's go back to the kitchen. Okay. Now, you can mix different vegetables together. I'm going to add some carrots to our cauliflowers. And there's some other things that I like putting in my jars of vegetables that make it taste really good when it's done. So here's some things I almost use every time. I use a lot of garlic that I cut up small like this. This is fresh dill. which is really good in fermented vegetables. I'm gonna put some ginger in today just because I think it might be good with this. All right, are we ready to go? All we have to do now is put everything in a jar like this. And I like to just do it a little bit at a time with all the different things. We'll mix them in layers like. So we'll put a few carrots, and I'm gonna put some cauliflower. I sliced up my ginger really small like this. And in some dill. Here goes some nice dill. And I think it's time to drop some of our special spices in here. Like, how about a half a bay leaf? I think some mustard seeds are gonna be good. Oh, a ginger fell out. I'm gonna put some black pepper in too. If you like your food spicy, you can put lots of pepper. Let's see, I'm gonna put some of these nice coriander seeds. And, oh, fennel sounds good. Yep. And, oh, let's not forget the turmeric. You wanna get this stuff really tight in the jar. So I like to push it down, not so hard that I break the vegetables, but I really like to get it stuffed in there nice and tight. All right, I'm gonna put some more spices in here. And then, this might be our last layer of vegetables. Put a few more carrots in there. And now, my last bit of dill. And we're almost ready to ferment. Come on over here to the sink. This is the messy part. All right, so now I take my brine. This is the brine I made yesterday. And I'm just gonna carefully pour it in the jar until it comes all the way up to the very top of the jar, like that. Is when you ferment vegetables, there's two things that are important. One, it has to be salty like we did, and two, there can't be any air in the jar. So we need the liquid to come all the way up to the top. And then you take your lid and you make sure that everything's inside the jar. And screw it on. Now here's what you do. You screw it on tight, and then you loosen it a little bit like that. And that's it. All we have to do now is wait. And you gotta be really patient because fermented vegetables take time. This is gonna take, I think, about a week. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it out on the counter with my other vegetables, and in 2 days, I'm gonna bring it to the sink, and I'm gonna open this lid a little bit like that, because when it ferments, it makes gas, and the gas needs to escape. So if I open the jar a little bit, the gas will escape, and I don't have to worry about the lid breaking or anything like that. Sometimes the liquid comes out too. And if the liquid comes out, you need to take the lid all the way off, add a little bit more brine, because remember, we want it to be all the way to the top of the jar, and then put the lid back on, and that's the whole thing. I like to cover it with a towel so that it doesn't get direct sunlight on it, and then you just wait and let it ferment. After about 2 days, you can start to open the jar and let the gas out like we talked about. And then, after 4 days, start to taste it. And when it tastes really good, a little sour like a pickle, then you're all done. You should put it in the refrigerator then, and it'll stay good for a really, really long time. And you can take some out whenever you want some and share it with your friends. You are gonna love these. Bye.